Welcome to the Sleep Makeover Podcast. I'm Elaine Goldman, your fairy godmother of sleep, and I'm the creator of the complete guide to getting 8 hours of uninterrupted beauty sleep a night without having to take a single drug or supplement. Now, let me ask you this question. When someone says self-care, what do you do? Do you roll your eyes like, oh brother, that is so indulgent or impossible? Or do you say, yes, I'm in. Where do I sign up? I will admit that the idea of having to talk about self-care is a little bizarre, because what other living creature on our planet requires a reminder not to work themselves to death because they're ignoring their basic needs? Could you imagine a flower? I'm not going to bother opening up to the sunlight. I'm too busy laying down roots for my future. I only need a smidge of sun anyway. Sun is overrated. I'll get sun when I'm way older. Or I'll get sun when I'm dead. No, they open themselves wide to receive, jockey for position if they're being crowded by other trees or plants, so they can get what they need to thrive. Now, I understand that in our modern lives we have many responsibilities and we pack so much into a single day. We have so many pressures that sometimes lead to an almost unbearable and overwhelming level of stress. I remember when I was a single mom raising my daughter, working a demanding position at a law firm. I always felt like I wasn't doing enough. So what would I do? Right. I try to work even harder. And that, of course, made me more stressed out, anxious, and unhappy. I felt if I worked more, I was ignoring my daughter. And if I was at home with my daughter, I felt like I couldn't keep up at work, let alone get anywhere like receive a promotion. I always felt like I was cheating someone or something, and I was usually the first to be shortchanged. Well, what's the first to go when you are overwhelmed and feeling overworked? Right, your sleep. Well, whether you're an eye roller or a nodder in the conversation about self-care, I want you to consider this strange omission that in a society that is largely sleep deprived, there is an almost unbelievable absence about the need for deep sleep in our conversation about self-care. Now, to be fair, I know there are a few well-known figures talking about deep sleep, and I applaud those individuals from the bottom of my heart. But so much of the self-care talk is all about manicures, massages, meditation even. Naps, not the same as deep sleep. Nails or nutrition. So what's the dealio? Don't get me wrong, I love some of these ideas, but where's the deep sleep, y'all? Just do a simple internet search and you will find a list of well-known celebrities, self-help gurus, authors, and personalities coming up with these great self-care to-do lists. But most of them don't even mention the need for deep sleep. My favorite is the one that advocates having a romance with yourself. Beautiful. I love some of the items on her list. In fact, I can't remember her name right now, so I'm going to link to her list in the show notes below. But in 55 awesome suggestions, there's only one reference to sleep, and that's about sleeping in. Well, here's the scoop on sleeping in. If you just don't sleep during the week and then you pick one day a week or one day a month to sleep in, I want you to know that that sleep can never replace consistent, deep quality, restorative sleep. Once you have a sleep deficit, it's gone for good. Adios. You can't replace that. All that potential for bodily restoration, memory consolidation, skin repair, and brain tuning is lost, and lost for good. So here's the huge disconnect. We have these busy lives. We're packing it in. Our stress is rising, multiplying exponentially. Yet the biggest diminisher or reliever of stress, we are told, is disposable or optional, and we believe we can skip it because we just don't have the time. At the heart of this deadly belief is that you can somehow beat or outsmart or outrun Mother Nature, like we've somehow advanced technologically from the need for sleep. But that couldn't be further from the truth. We are disconnected from the very thing that enhances our health and well-being the most. Now, getting your nails done is lovely, but don't tell me you got your nails done and you consider that taking care of yourself when you have to drag yourself around exhausted all day long from lack of good quality sleep. Or don't tell me that you wake up to exercise early. I know I'm going to get a lot of flack for this, and it goes against our popular belief and the popular meme of our culture. But exercise is not more important than sleep. Once you're sleeping well, then go to the gym and get your workout on. But if you're not, how will your body repair itself well? Invariably, when I hear that, the person looks visibly unhealthy, like they're running on fumes, and force of will alone has gotten them to the gym or whatever their workout is. This series that we're starting today is all about practicing self-care by elevating your sleep and reconnecting with the very things in nature that promote profound peace and well-being. So today, here's what I want you to do. Organic sleep self-care step number 1. Today, I want you to set a bedtime appointment for yourself. Now, I know between work and family and household chores and other obligations, you have a lot of demands on your time. And if you're anything like I used to be, I'm guessing that as your bedtime appointment rolls around, you may be trying to cram in one more thing, and then one more thing, and then maybe even one more thing. Checking emails, folding laundry, cleaning up, taking care of everyone else's needs before your own. Am I right? Well, tonight I'm granting you permission to give yourself permission to put you and your bedtime first. For emphasis, and in case you need to hear it from the fairy godmother of sleep in her full regalia, today I'm granting you permission to give yourself permission to put you and your bedtime first. Permission granted. So tonight, when your bedtime appointment arrives, I want you to treat it with the same urgency and importance and respect you would if it were an appointment with your doctor, your client, or your boss, and get to sleep on time. Remember, you now have permission to take care of yourself first. And if getting to bed on time is not your issue, just know that this is just the beginning of our sleep conversation. And I'll be diving deep into both the practical steps and cutting-edge science of organic sleep. There is no greater way to honor and nurture your core as well as those around you than by getting a great night's sleep. So repeat after me. Self-care starts with sleep. So let me know how this goes, whether or not it resonates for you, and if you set a bedtime appointment tonight and you keep it. There's no judgment here, so whether or not you make your appointment, we're just putting you on the track to getting you the deep sleep that you need and crave. This is the taste of where we're going together in the coming weeks and months, and I'm super excited to be sharing all these cutting-edge discoveries with you. If you are ready to find a solution, especially one that enhances your health overall, then I want you to hit subscribe so you can get notified immediately when my next podcast or YouTube video hits the airways. And if you are an overachiever and you want to get a jump start on what I'll be sharing over the next weeks and months, head over to my website at organicsleepmethod.com. That's organicsleepmethod.com for my free 5 do's and don'ts of organic sleep. Totally free when you hit subscribe to my email list. And on that list, I'll be letting you know about upcoming workshops and events. Just know this podcast is for you if you're in your 30s, because you still have time to prevent this sleep downward spiral from happening to you. It's also for you if you're in your 40s, as you are at the cusp of having sleep issues or having them impact your health negatively. The decisions you make today will impact how well you go through menopause, or if you're a man, andropause, and how well you age. If you're in your 50s, you are most likely already experiencing some health issues as a direct result of poor sleep and continued disconnection from the things in nature that you need. And if you're in your 60s, you might desperately be looking for a healthy solution. So don't give up. Just know that I am happier and healthier today at the age of 60 than I have been for the last 30 years. And I want that for you. So until next time, my love, wishing you nights of deep restorative sleep and the sweetest of dreams. Bye for now.